You put yourself in those situations where you're capable of doing something. If I can help one person, all this time and this effort would be so worth it. What's going on, all you beautiful people on YouTube? My name is Clayton, and thank you so much for joining my channel, New Patterns, guys. If you haven't already, please, I beg you to subscribe to this channel. Turn that notification bell on as well. You'll get notified every single time I post videos. It's out there for people that need it and people that like this kind of mental health awareness content. Today we're going to be talking about if depression can be cured. Can you overcome depression? Can it be cured? Today we're going to be talking about that, and I'm going to go ahead and give 5 tips that helped me out with my depressive episodes that I was having back when I was 21 years old. So I remember it like it was yesterday. I was 21. I was full of emptiness, and I felt numb. I could not express my feelings. They were just like a big black blanket or a big black cloud that was just constantly following me around. By then, the cause of my depression was because I was suffering with health anxiety, and I was always fearing that I was getting ready to drop down dead, so what was the point of living? Pretty much, I felt hopelessness in doing anything. I wasn't ever looking forward to the next day. I wasn't ever looking forward to birthday parties. I wasn't looking, I didn't have any hope of looking forward into the future. Now, since you clicked on that video, I know that a lot of you guys can relate to that, and it's such a terrible feeling, and I truly do feel for you because it sucks. It's one of the worst things that someone can go through. So before I jump into the video, I want to make sure everybody understands the word cured compared to managing symptoms. Now, those are 2 different things. Now, can depression ever be cured? Maybe. You have one side of the argument being that depression can never be cured, and this is typical with doctors, scientists, and things like that, because it can't be proven, it can't be tested. And you have the other side of the argument where people have had depression, have been diagnosed with depression, but have treated it well and managed the symptoms really well, and it just kind of went away. And there's also people that have that spiritual faith where they put faith in God, and the depression just kind of went away from personal experiences. Now, that's where they kind of clash. So my personal opinion is you can pretty much alleviate the symptoms. You can get rid of the symptoms in whole, and you will feel like you don't have depression. Whether or not you do, because if you stopped doing all those things that are helping your depression, would the depression come back? I don't know. Enough about that. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the first tip. Now, this one's pretty simple, guys. It's just the exercise, and start small. Exercise is such an important part of our life, but not just for you physically. You see, exercise actually helps the brain function a lot more smoothly. It releases a lot of chemicals that are good for you. And plus, you're getting out that adrenaline. You're getting out that stress that's been building up. That has a big role to play in depressive episodes. Just by being active for at least 30 minutes a day, I promise that you will see results just by doing that alone. Tip number 2, this is very important as well, and it could probably be tied into tip number 1, but I want to put this in its own separate category, and this would be to meditate. And you could probably add yoga into there as well. Now, if you meditate, you just find a time. It don't have to be in some garden. When you think of meditation, you think of some dude or some woman inside a big flower field garden who's humming and doing some weird things with their fingers. And that's not what meditation is. So meditation can actually get you out of a lot of sticky situations that you find yourself in. And when you relax and you actually deep breathe and you think about positive things and just surround yourself with positive energy, guys, I'm telling you, that will help balance out all the negativity in your life. And if you just meditate, 15 minutes a day, just find a quiet place, close your eyes, start, breathing in, breathing out properly, and find YouTube is full of meditation guides. Tip number 3 would be to take SSRIs. Now, this is a typical treatment if you would go to the doctor, and this is what they would prescribe you, an SSRI. This is a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, and what that does, your brain pretty much has Shorten this up. Your brain pretty much has brain cells that talk to each other, and the neurotransmitters are what, like serotonin is a neurotransmitter, and selective serotonin, which is these pills are designed to just go straight at the serotonin in your brain and stop the reuptake process. But SSRIs are really common. You heard about them before, I'm sure. Prozac, Zoloft, Lexapro. A lot of people choose to go this route, and they also get an add-on too. So now when you have depression, you're actually, you could have trouble falling asleep, or you could sleep too much. So the doctors would typically prescribe you like mirtazapine or something like that to help you sleep better. And personally, from those experiences, you sleep, like you get the best sleep of your life, but you feel like groggy the next day. And this is a very popular route that people choose to go when it comes to treating depression, and that's okay. For the longest time, I hated taking medicine. I didn't want to take my SSRIs. I didn't want to take my Prozac. I didn't want to take my Zoloft. But I chose to do it because I saw the benefits in it. Number 4 would be to try therapy. Now, therapy can be very, very beneficial, and this is another popular route that people go when they have depression or any mental illness. So a lot of people just think that therapy is just you go in, you talk to somebody, they listen, and that's pretty much it.
Hi, how are you?
No, it's much more in depth. So when you go to therapy, you guys will talk about a lot of things, but you also make plans. You guys will have journals. You guys will have discussions. You guys will have goals. That therapist will become a part of your life. The more severe that your mental illness is, the more they'll be in your life. But therapy is also might not just be a therapist. Maybe you're involved in a group of people that have experienced maybe the same events that you have. So before I jump into tip number 5, guys, if you could just do me this big favor, smash that like button on this video. It'll help this channel out tremendously to get videos out there for people that need it. Tip number 5 would be to take vitamins. Many people that have depression or any mental illness are suffering with some type of vitamin deficiency. So for example, B12 vitamins, they'll help create some blood and nerve cells, and that will make you less tired and less fatigued. Vitamin D, what about that? Vitamin C necessarily you don't even need to have a supplement for this, go eat an orange. It has a lot of things that help your brain function. And so do omega-3s. They help the brain function and the health of the brain just in general. But I could sit here and talk about vitamins all day long, and that's for a separate video, because if I sat here and talk about all the beneficial vitamins there are for depression, we'd be here all day. Well, that's it, guys. 5 tips. I hope you use them. I hope you try them out and see what the benefits are for you personally. Guys, tell me your story. Tell me your depression story. Drop a comment right here. I want to know. I want to be able to talk to you and communicate with you guys. I really like hearing your story and what everybody goes through. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here next time. God bless.